Hi, this information is from my spiritual guidance and emotional healing blog linked in the description. Thanks for connecting. I'm KristiBorst. You can check out my site for more free content and the ability to schedule one-to-one couples or family support. I want to talk about seeing ourselves as more than a physical body, especially when there's illness present. We've been taught to see ourselves largely as just our human bodies, yet we don't understand that the body can actually be responding to or even programmed by the non-physical aspects of ourselves, stored emotions, past traumas, ancestral programming, fears. This is why periodic energy work, spiritual guidance readings, and inner healing is beneficial. I help others understand what their bodies are reporting back via a lack of wellness, that feeling of stuckness, or a failure to thrive. I want you to see that awareness equals the power of choice equals the power to change. In offering group and individual healing sessions as Healing Resonance LLC with KristiBorst since 2013, I've been startled by the sometimes literal under-emotion presenting as pain and disease in my clients. For example, the jilted man who's hardened his heart and suffered a mild heart attack. The teen afraid to move fully towards adulthood who's experiencing ankle problems. The woman raised to keep her mouth shut who has suffered persistent cough. The 20-something told to deny an incestuous rape whose spine has quite literally twisted into scoliosis under that lie. As an emotional medical intuitive told I couldn't be me as a toddler, I understand the language of trauma, the experiencing of stagnant emotions, spiritual disconnect, and having lost or hiding aspects of the self. Fortunately, once the non-physical component, that energetic, spiritual, or emotional block or negative programming is released or consciously shut down, the body is free to do what it was designed to do, self-heal. Even those who have lived without major life trauma find a lightness and a greater sense of presence with periodic spiritual energy healing work. Consider this analogy. We would never purchase a new car and then neglect the recommended oil changes or scheduled service. We've been educated by the automobile industry that our vehicles need care at specific intervals or miles traveled. Yet in the case of our own health, quite the opposite has been served up. We've been taught that we need to seek medical attention only when we're sick or there's an emergency. And if something ails us, we've been led to believe that our choices are between taking certain meds, many of which are programmed to us over television, or perhaps going to the extreme of having a body part removed. Thankfully, in the last few years, certainly in the time since I have started my business, there's an increasing integration of Reiki into Western medicine. People are realizing that we're more than mere bodies. We're mind, body, spirit, and emotions. And without a doubt, our thoughts, stressors, and emotions can both amplify our wellness or make us very sick. Again, our bodies are amazing self-healing machines, and they're responsive. A big step toward wellness and wholeness is being aware of what we're creating within. I wish I had known more about the mind-body-spirit connection and what my body was trying to tell me about myself, but I understand my journey more, and I understand that my illness also continues to serve me. If you visit my About page on my website or read This Little Light of Mine within my first book project, Be the Beacon, I share that I was told to shut down my abilities as a toddler. I hid them so well that eventually even I forgot they were there. I forgot who I am, who I'm here to be. I didn't see myself or my place in the world, and this happens in myriad ways to almost each of us. It's like a virtual hide-and-seek game we play with our greatness. When I was in my 20s, my optometrist noticed water vacuoles in the lenses of my eyes. By age 45, my vision in sunlight and certain nighttime lighting situations was so bad that my cataract surgery was approved by my insurance provider. Now I understand what my body was trying to tell me. I've since reopened my inner vision, and my life has somewhat come full circle. Spirit now guides me through my own experiences, my own trauma, my own hiding places, to illuminate those places of trauma and disconnect within others. My wounds act as portals to connect in with others' pain and help them to heal. Similar to the car that needs more than gas in its tank to function, begin to see other ways to care for yourself. If you're having physical symptoms of disease, take time to think about them objectively. What might they be trying to tell you about your inner unease? Can you make a conscious connection in your present or earlier life experiences to what's currently going on in your physical body? Are you actually creating or amplifying what you do not want as your physical reality? Awareness equals the power of choice equals the power to change. Is there physical fear running you and keeping you from doing what you're here to do? Asking for help does not make you helpless, it makes us human. If you would like to have support, either on a one-to-one basis or in a couple's relationship, if you need help understanding how to get out of the way of your body's innate wellness, if you need help, support in empowering and integrating a wounded child self, or if you're here understanding that you're part of the generation to shut down a lot of ancestral programming, or if you want to release what no longer serves you, reach out for a one-to-one or couples perspective reboot spiritual energy healing session. My name is KristiBorst. I am here with and for you and can easily connect from my heart and home to yours across whatever may be perceived as the distance separating us, for we are connected. I wish you joy. I wish you peace. Thank you.